Cut. Stop. Let me help. Trust me, I've been in this business plenty long enough to know what you're after.
We can talk fuel consumption, we can talk engine capacity, we can talk road handling, we can talk primary purchase motivation. Why waste each other's time? Because whether you know it or not, you're window shopping in the neighbourhood of secondary purchase motivation. Secondary purchase motivation. It's a grey area at best. No obvious rules, patterns or steps. No how-to manual. There is no roadmap. With secondary motivation, I am tapping your illogical and irrational desires.
It looks like your father's.
Your mother had one. The first boyfriend owned one. The last girlfriend sold one. The colour brought good luck. Your first finger fuck. A look. A smell. An act of revenge. An act of greed. An act of generosity. A lost journey. A favourite film. It's a minefield of possibilities. So how do I read them? I don't. Your agenda is none of my business. I concentrate on the concrete. I just tickle the trigger of those memories and desires. I can see you're thinking, what the fuck is she driving at? Well, strictly speaking, I was just cruising the block with it. But like I said, I read customers. And while stalling for time, I read you. You crave enclosure. You are trunk people.
Check my elocution. My father has a Jaguar. He drives it rather fast. Through breezy farms and broken down barns, Papa goes speeding past. Or in this case, a Jaguar. Loose on the streets of New Orleans in 1986. Down by Law, a film by Jim Jarmusch. Roomy and luxurious. Quality finish, carpeted throughout. Countersunk wheel well. The best of British. Likewise, the humble Humber, regarded by me and my school friends as the ultimate party car, due mainly to its bench seat. A Spartan space, pragmatic in its panel cavities, excellent headroom. Help, featuring Leo McKern and Liverpool's Fab Four. Directed by Richard Lester, 1965. If your love is truly bigger than a Cadillac, I will surely not fade away. Vast. A 6-footer. Reservoir Dogs, 1993. Directed by Quentin Tarantino. Dogs. The town I grew up in held an annual agricultural show. The local farmers would don their best tweed, cram the missus and the kids in the big six and head for the big smoke. The sheepdog, way too dirty for folk in their Sunday best, would travel in the boot. As a child at the show, walking through the parking lot, I hear the whimper of a collie pleading to be released from the metal jaw of a cow shit-covered cow. Man Bites Dog, 1992. Directed by Remy Belveux, André Bonzer, Benoit Poulvord. Excellent storage capacity. Flat deck, no wheel arches, good width and depth. Functional. No? Or something more sporty, perhaps? Certainly a more glamorous choice. But consequently, boot space is all but cosmetic. Spare tyre. Certainly a more glamorous choice. But consequently, boot space is all but cosmetic. The spare tyre, situated centrally, eats up what little room there is. Michael Caine's unique way of putting in the boot. Get Carter, 1971. Director, Mike Hodges. Les Belles Bêtes Noires. The beautiful black beast cruises Notre Dame in search of a facelift. Eyes without a face. 1958. Directed by George Fonju. Low-lying with a deeply gouged recess. There's one thing guaranteed about muscle cars. The interiors may be crammed as all hell, the back seat may even be non-existent, but the trunk always puts out big time. It's like the designers allow room for a spare V8, just in case you get the whim to drop one in while you're waiting at the lights. Drawbacks? Exposed, elongated hinges. You get something caught in here, you'll have to cut it in two before the trunk will open. Goodfellas, 1990. Directed by Martin Scorsese. The daddy of them all, Cody Jarrett's Oldsmobile. The
Could
intrinsic...
the talent raise her level, please?
James Cagney's Oldsmobile, the daddy of them all. The intrinsic difference between a period car like this and a modern model is axis. Vertical versus horizontal. In a newer vehicle, objects are placed horizontally. In this truck, objects sit upright. For a while, anyway. White Heat, 1949, directed by Raoul Walsh. The original, and still the best. Why am I surprised? I'm in your shoes. I'm probably wanting the same thing. The hard sell. The Australian-made Leyland P76. Built with a boot you could set up house in. So big, it echoes. It echoes. Let's give it a screen test. Oh, this... How you doing?
It's stuffy in here.
Oh, stuffy, huh? Well, I'll give you some air. So, are we in business?